Okay, welcome back to Shootfish, and today we are working on a Gamo Whisper Sting. It's a 2.2 brake barrel air rifle. Bought it a few years ago, second hand for like 50 quid I think, and it's a great little gun. I like using it. It's very easy to use. It's got a ballistic polymer stock, plastic in other words, which I was sort of dead against at the time, but I have grown to like it. The reason being, it's really light and rugged. It's comfortable. Really nice to shoot, but I done a video a few years ago about this sight. That's crap basically. That's a common problem. I've done this little video on how to fix it. So I got fed up with it and I put a little scoop on it, and because of all the shock from being a Springer, there's quite a bit of kickback on it. The little scoop I bought got knocked to bits basically. So the idea of this video is we recently done a video on a handle where we sort of upgraded it and made it better. So what I'm hoping to do is do the same sort of thing with this. I'm going to hopefully make a spring guide, some rubber sort of mounts when I put the stock back on. So we sort of have a fiddle with it really, see if we can tune it up and make it a bit better. So before I do that, I'm going to strip it down, and I'll get to work designing some parts for 3D printed. I think I can say that without getting banned, and then we'll come back, put it all back together and see if there's been any improvement, if any. So what I'll do, I'm just gonna stick a pellet through it on the crony. You can stay there, Daz, if you like, mate. I won't.
No, you're right.
I won't endanger you. So I'm just gonna weigh these pellets and give it a quick shot and see what the power is now, so when we come back to it we can see if we made it better or worse. Right, we've got a 15 gram pellet, so just set the crony up. We're using a LMBR chronograph here. There's a video on our channel on how to use it, because other than being a top piece of kit, the instructions that come with it were crap, and I made this video and loads of people were really grateful that I made it, because they could then find out how to use their crony. Right, I'm going to use the new safety method of loading my gun, which is holding the barrel while you put the pellet in, so it don't snap shut on your fingers. Not that I was supposed to have happened to someone, Daz, somewhere along the line.
Well, that's the oldest trick in the book.
Okay, here we go.
Ow.
We have 7.68 foot-pound.
Yep.
So I could run a few shots through it, but we know it's roughly 7.5 foot-pound. So let's get to work. Let's strip it down and see what it's made of. And I'm not going to do this all today, obviously, because I'll need time to design and print a bit. So we're going to do it all in one video, but the second half will be done probably another day. Give me time to sort it out. Right, okay, let's get some tools. So to get the stock off, you feel I'll go down on the table there, so I think we'll just do that all down on there now. These are like hex key bolts holding it together. I think I said that right. Is that what they're called, Des? Hex key.
Allen, aren't they?
No, they're not, mate. They're them funny.
Oh, like American Allens.
Like they have on Mercedes.
Like an Allen.
Allen? Who's Allen? Do you mean, no, these are Dave.
They're Dave's, are they?
Yeah, they're Dave heads.
Shit.
Dave head screws.
Not David's.
Dave heads. Okay, we have one screw that side. It's not a very good fit, that one. Let's see, I've got this here now to test. Take that out.
Are you using Jew bits?
Huh? Jew, that's it, Jew bits.
Yeah, the Jew bits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you say that?
Yeah, of course you can.
Hello too.
They look like the Star of David, so they're Jew bits, aren't they?
It's true. Okay, we've got the right Jew bit now. Jew bit screws, according to Des.
Yep.
Don't quote me on that.
Nope.
Okay. One screw that side, one screw that side. We have got to get the trigger guard off. Look at that clever there, look, they've got a hole in it.
They even designed it.
It's got a trigger safety, little flip thing there. I found that quite good as well. Easy to use. So the plan is, I'm going to make this probably make some spring guides, make some mountain rubbers for the stock to make it feel a bit smoother. And the idea of the spring guides is to get the action a bit smoother and less clunky. Wow, these are all the same size. I like that. Wouldn't you just hate it when they change the size halfway through? So I'm going to use my little screw bit tub for the bits. So this should now come out, which it does. So there's the ballistic polymer stock.
Wow. That looks ballistic.
It's quite nice. It's got a rubber butt pad. You like butt pads, do you, Des?
Well,
okay.
apparently so.
So this bit on something just fell out here. Something round.
Yeah, you don't worry about that though, do you?
I don't know where that come from. Do you?
Nope.
Okay, so this little plastic bit on the back just came out. That was in there.
That might have come off that actually, because there's a little round thing in there. I don't know. You took it apart. That's now your problem.
No, it's not. I wonder if that was on there, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
We'll figure it out.
Okay. What's this? Oh, that's the safety. Is that the safety? No. We'll take the little scoop stop off the back there, and the trigger block. That whole back bit looked like it's all in one piece. So I think we just got to push that pin out.
What bit?
That pin there and that bit there is all, look, that's all joined together in one piece. So what we'll do, we'll get some we'll get a fat punch. We've got a little hammer ready, because right,
When in doubt, use hammer.
hammer, block of wood. Let's have another block. Look how efficient I am, Des. I'm having to run around looking for everything. Okay, let's just give that a gentle tap to see. Yeah, it does.
Oh, it's moved your crony.
Yes, so if I push that down, pull that out, and then I'm just going to put it back in a sec. I'll just put the punch in because I need to get that lever off. Oh, there we go, it just pinged out. There we go. Whatever that is, it's no more. Okay, there we have it. I quite like that actually, quite simple. Ooh, it's even got a, what you call a top hat. Plenty of play on that, we can sort that out. Horrible plastic spring guide. That's horrible. It's bent.
No.
As you go on YouTube, if it's bent, it's knackered, you need a new one. But he does sell springs.
Not surprised being owned by you.
He does sell springs. So we might be able to make that a bit better. We can definitely make this thing a better fit. We can also inspect the piston washer. If it's knackered, we might be able to do something with that as well. What bit? It's got to come out there.
Because there's like a rounded head on this bit, so it's got to come out there. But preferably when that's broken.
Ah, there we go. So that's why that is like that here. Daz is an expert.
Expert.
Okay, washer looks alright, we'll give that a clean up. Probably not going to do much to this at all, other than maybe drop some what they call power washers down on the inside there, to give this spring a bit of pre-compression and maybe up the power a bit, obviously not to an illegal level, and maybe maybe get some of that slop. A lot of people cut a can up, like make a really thin sleeve.
Oh, right, yeah, like an alley sleeve.
Yeah, and they drop it round, but maybe we can do something a bit more sophisticated.
Might make your gun sound a bit tinny, yeah?
I like it. Okay, so we bodged that apart and messed up one of the screw here, but
that's alright. You got a.
Gonna have to take it apart.
You got a thingy, yeah, the extractor kit.
Yeah, but to be honest, mate, there's nothing wrong with it, is there? That's tight. There's no play on it.
Yeah, you ain't really got to do nothing that end anyway.
Nah. Just having a look at the breech seal. That look actually quite good. I should do because this isn't really had tons of use. So improvements hopefully will be maybe spring guide this end. Maybe improve that a bit. Improve this top hat. Take some of the slack off of that. Now the idea of that being metal, I would imagine, is to give this piston a bit of weight, because that has an impact on the force of the piston and the spring behind it. And some people do put metal washers in there.
It's mass, isn't it?
To give the, yeah, it's mass basically. So we'll definitely have to leave that in there. So we'll be back in the second half. This will all be in one video, and hopefully we'll improve this Gamo Whisper. Right, welcome back. This is the second half of the video on the Gamo Whisper. It's been a couple of weeks now, Dennis. Anyway, so got all the bits done. I half forgot what I'd done because it's been a couple of weeks. Anyway, so what we'll do, we'll start with what we've made, what we're going to try and do, and none of this has been tried yet. So first off, the thing, I'll show the worst, not the worst thing, the thing I think is probably going to do the least. So what I've done, I've made some of these rubber rings, and the idea of that is I'm going to slip them over the barrel, so when it's sitting stock, there's a little bit of cushion, if you like. But these are so thin, I don't think that's actually going to do much, but I printed them, so I'm going to use them anyway. So I've got one on there just to show you what it look like. So I'm going to put more of them along here, just to, obviously I can't go past the slot there. I'm going to have one on the end, probably a couple there, just to give this a bit of cushioning in the stock. So that's that. So we've got rubber rings, and what should we do next? Right, this thing it's very thin, it's made out of plastic. And the idea of that is going to go inside the piston. The spring is going to sit inside that, so the bit on the bottom is to stop that riding up, and that is going to sit inside the piston as a sleeve. And a lot of people make them out of thin steel, like they cut a bear can, but as Dad said last time, that make it sound a bit tinny. So, so we're going to try that with plastic. I think that is probably going to do the job. So that's that. What else we got? Okay, on the rear end of the gun, that has got a spring guide, but what I've done is I've made another little spring guide that goes over that, and that makes that a bit tighter on the spring. And underneath that there's a little rubber washer, so that's going to go on there. Then the spring will sit on top of that, and that is now a bit tighter on the spring guide. So that's that. And on the end of the spring, which goes into the piston, there was a top hat made out of metal, and the reason being is I presume that's to give it a bit of mass. So what I've done with that, printed a little rubber hat for it, so that goes on like so, just to give that a bit of cushioning, stop it rattling around so much. And on that side of it, I've made another little sleeve or spring guide, if you like, so that will now sit on there a bit tighter, like so. So none of this has been tried. We're going to put it all back together, give it a shoot, see if the power's gone up. Talking of which, got some power washers. So these literally drop down in the cylinder, underneath the spring to raise the spring and get a bit of pre-tension. I've done them out of plastic, I don't know if that's strong enough, so I've redone them out of rubber. I think that's going to hold up a lot more to the knock and then the bang, and possibly quieten it down a bit. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to probably drop a couple of them in. That's only probably, I don't know, 5-6 mil. Got the plastic ones just in case we need to try and bring it up a bit more. So what we'll do, we'll get the camera down on the table and we'll start putting it back together. So what we'll do, we'll start with, just one sec. So just got a little bit of engine oil lubrication. I won't use too much because I don't want loads of diesel in. So where should we start? Right, let's get the piston back in. I'm literally just putting a drop of oil on there just to lubricate it, and I will just grab a rag in a minute. Okay, got my rag. Right, pistons in. Next up, we'll get the spring with the top hat on. Put that in and push that down. We've already got the spring guide on the bottom end. So that's in. We've got the rubber on that. That's ready to go in, but we forgot that. So should be able to just push that down inside the piston. Yep. I was then worried in case the top hat was going to make that a bit too tight, but it's not. So that's in. We haven't put the power washers in, so that will have to come out again. Oh, just left the rubber bit in there. Right, bear with me. See, we do this all live and real. Okay, let's start again. I'm going to put 2 power washers in, and I'll put that in. I'll put the hat on the top hat. We'll get that in there before we put it in the gun, just in case there's any mishaps. Got that in, lined the slot up. Right, the spring guide is already there on the back, so I'll put that in. Now I probably will come back at some point and grease the spring up, but just for now I'm gonna just put it back, get it dry, and then if it all go well, I will come back and grease it. So I'll get the pin for the back end, and lovely, that one's so bad. I just got to tap that in a bit more. Oops, too much. Try that again. Right, let's use a hammer. Okay. Now, there is a safety device on this which clips on the side of the trigger. It's a little rod, a little plastic bit which I've left in there. I'm actually going to just take that out, and once we've tested it I will put it back in. The idea of this is to, actually I'm going to leave it there because no, let's get the spring in and then we'll actually put it back together. Right, bit struggling getting that grey bit on. In the end we had to take that out take that little spring off and then put it in there first and put it back in. Right, so that's now back on. The gun won't cock unless it's in the stock. There's a little, like a little rhyme there, gun won't cock because that went in the stock. This little roller thing goes on the side there, and there's a channel in there where that rides on. So I forgot to put the other barrel little thing on, but what the hell, I'm not going to mess about with that now. I could actually just pull it out, but I won't bother. We want to see if we've got any, if it's got any quiet, and if it's got any power increase. So let's put that on there. Let's put the end cap on, just to make it look nice.
I knew you were going to do that.
There we go, screws lined up. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that little screw was for the scoop stop. Right, so a gab of these short ones go in the front. Oh, that's a funny, that's a Jew bit.
Not a Jew bit.
I think I've got the Jew bit here. All I need is a handle. Jew bit handle. Pretty simple to work on these guns. Once you know, like that stupid arm spring thing, once you know how to do that, pretty straightforward, easy, quick. You don't need a spring compressor, just a firm bench to press it down on. Oh yes, I remember from last time, all the bits are the same size. Even a small little screw in the front. Okay. One nice little bit which makes no difference whatsoever, but I will stick it on anyway, which is the scoop stop. Stop your scoop sliding back. Which I am hoping to put one on here, because the sight is definitely knackered now. So, is it going to cock? Feels like it. So let's get a chrono out. What we tested it on before, that really mattered it. Let's use these 2.2. Let's use these Hades. That says 15.89 grain. Right, it's quite a heavy pellet, but shouldn't make a difference. 15.89. What it says on the tin anyway. Should we believe it?
Round seal pallets?
Oh no,
You've got too much plastic.
Too many washers under the thing. Right, okay. Basically, we took the power washers out, and so hopefully now that'll
The power stoppers.
The power stoppers. Cocks. No, that safety lever is to inside, just to stop the gun snapping shut when you pull the trigger, and it works.
So you put it back right.
So this is how you should really.
Oh, there we go.
When you're putting a pellet in, you see, like that, you see, and that can't snap shut.
Here come the air gunner's elitist coming out.
Okay, there we go.
Safety's no accident. Just pointing at your camera, man.
There we go.
Ow.
7.71.
Oh.
Can't remember what it was before. That's higher than that, wasn't it?
I don't know.
Let's give it a. Oh. Yeah, it's having a trouble.
Yeah, you're on the end.
I think
the stroke limit.
that had chewed up that little thin bit I put around the spring. So I'm wondering if I start 7.08. Yeah, to be honest. Okay.
What was it? 10 or something?
That was 7 something.
Oh,
I don't watch the video back. Anyway, so I'm not happy with that. So
That sounds snappier anyway.
yeah, I'm gonna take that bit out because it's something binding
I reckon that's that thin sleeve thing. Yeah?
I do, yeah, I do. I think that without that, everything else would be fine.
Yeah.
So, now we've done this several times, this is literally taken a couple of minutes to take apart and put back together. And as Daz didn't pause the camera, we've probably got to run out of memory any second there.
No, I paused it for a lot. When you were getting back close, I just put it on.
Okay.
Just in case you shot the trigger assembly at me again.
Oh right, yes. I will take that off this time properly before we start. Okay. Right, where's the little roller? Where are you? There you be. That's just a thing you got to be careful when you take these apart. The little roller on that side bit there, easy to lose. When we first took it apart, we didn't have a clue where it went because we weren't paying attention. Right, so best way with this grey bit is to take the spring off. That little spring. Then this bit will come out, slide out like so. Pin out, gubbins out. Ah yeah, no, there's bits of the sleeve there. So apart from that, I think everything else sort of. Oh yes, remnants of this thing. That's worth trying. But it's jamming the spring up.
Jamming?
Jamming. This thing seemed to be alright. And that thing, let's hold that in there. So, yeah.
There we got the final form.
There we go again. I don't think that made it any more powerful whatsoever. But that wasn't the intention. That was to make it smoother, really. That was the main aim of the game. So at the end of the day, we put another spring guide on the back, and we put a hat on the top hat on the other end, just to make it all a bit tighter, I suppose. And so all the bits are done. That was just them two. So whether that's made any difference whatsoever, we don't really know. We'll give it another quick power test, and we'll call it a day. Oh, that's gone up 8.5.
Nice.
So we'll give it just.
It definitely sounded a bit snappier.
Yeah, that's cocking a bit better. A lot better actually. And 8.51. Yeah, so one more for luck. Unless that was dieseling.
Nah, you didn't put nothing in it.
8.34. So, result is, yes, the power has gone up a little bit. Feels a little bit smoother. I think I might have to grease that roller with that rub on the inside there. I think that might, that roller is a bit crud. So I'll come back to that and see if I can shoot anything with that side.
No.
Yeah, still got a bit of kick in that. I could feel that.
Yeah.
So, right, there we have it. Gamo Whisper. Had to strip it down. Had to tune it up a little bit. Still didn't sort this sight out, so I probably will put a better scope on there. I did put a cheap one on there, and I got blown to bits. So thanks for watching. See you on the next one.